Hello everybody, welcome back to what's probably going to be the last video we do in Farming Simulator 22, possibly not, all depends on how it goes. But today, we have kind of more of a fun video. We're going to be going to an abandoned farm and kind of seeing what they got there for equipment, because I got this, well technically, I bought the land, just the farm itself, and the farm itself has a bunch of equipment and stuff on it, and I'm not really sure what is there completely, so it's going to be sort of like a barn find slash just abandoned farm kind of tour. So we're going to be headed down there. It is still in Stitzer County, or Stitzer, Wisconsin. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't really know if it's called Stitzer County. I think it's just the name of the town. But it is still near here. It's just north of town, so we're going to have to get in our truck and head on down there. I do believe there is probably around like 3 or 4 tractors on the farm that I'd seen from the pictures. And I believe there's like a truck. There's quite a few pieces of equipment that were left. The farm was abandoned around like, I think the 90s it was. So there's not really any new equipment in there, not anything super big, but it's definitely going to be an interesting drive down there to kind of see, you know, what are we going to do with all this stuff. We'll probably end up either fixing it up or just selling it for scrap, because I guarantee you some of the stuff is just not going to be good for us to even use. We're going to make our way down there in the old Silverado here today. I have the other truck hooked up to the trailer, so we're going to be using the old farm Silverado here. So let's get in here, let's crank her over. But I did, as you can see up in the corner, we have $186,000. That is from the corn I'd sold over from last video, and I did sell the rest of the corn that was in that bin, so we do not have any more corn in that bin. And I did not sell any of the corn from the other bin, so we still have all that to sell. And we also still need to get done with disking. Let me pull up the PDA here and show you where we're at with disking. So as you can see, all the blue stuff is the stuff we have already done disking. We still need to do the rest of field 57 here. All this purple is what we need to get done, and we need to get all this done. Other than that, we are pretty much almost done with tillage, and we can move on to planting. I still need to buy all of our seed. I really honestly should get on that here soon. I need to pre-order some corn seed and some bean seed. I'll probably go buy some Stein seed. I believe that's what our local seed dealer sells, is Stein. And I think we got, last year we used a DeKalb corn seed, but I'm kind of venturing out into some different brands, because DeKalb, I mean, it's okay for us, but I've been seeing farmers that have been getting way better yields, so I'm wondering if there's, might be like Pioneer or something that does better around here. I'm not really sure. I'll have to talk to my seed dealer about it, see if he has any other suggestions or options for me to choose from. Just might not have the right seed for the certain soil we're using, but other than that, I mean, planting's almost here. But let's get on our way here, and I'll see you guys once we get down to the farm. Alrighty, everybody, we are pulling up on the farm here. Is off to our left. Okay, so nobody does live in this house here. It has just been sitting here. The old landowner did take care of like the front yard at least a little bit, as far as I'm aware, so that's why some of this is cut down. But as you'll start to see when we come up through here, it is heavily forested, whatever you want to call it. A lot of foliage up here. So we're just going to probably stop the truck right about here. I can already see something there. I think that might be like a moldboard plow by the looks of it. Let's shut the truck off here and get out. Shut the door here. Alright, so there's already a door open there. Not really sure where to start. I guess we can go take a little look at this moldboard plow. It's old. It's red. I'm assuming it's an International Harvester in case something like that. Can't really see though. I don't. 720. Yeah, there it is. You can barely see it under all that dirt and paint chipping, but it says International, so that's a moldboard plow. You don't see really too many moldboard plows around here anymore. Anywhere, because they've just been phased out of the farm, and I can actually see some over there. It looks like a combine, so that'll be kind of interesting to see, but tree blocking the doorway here. Let's try and get under this. But I believe, yeah, okay, so there is something in here. We got like an old, what is this, a Ford? That's a Ford, a 650. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before in my life. I knew Ford made tractors, but I've never seen like one of these actual like old Ford tractors in real life before, so this is pretty cool to see. Not really sure what they used it for, probably just for little utility work, I guess, but That's kind of interesting. I doubt any of the stuff will start. I guess for the stuff from the shed, we can always try and jump it. I did bring a diesel tank just in case we needed to put some diesel in, just to try and start a tractor up or not, but we could possibly try that one. I'm not really sure how that'll handle though. Okay, I see something else in here. That's an international harvester. Wow, that is actually in really nice shape for sitting here for so long. Because this farm has been abandoned since the 90s. And this tractor looks amazing for how long it's been sitting here. It's an international 1086, it looks like. This is one of the older models, I believe, with the white cab. It's a really nice tractor. Let's see. The door opens. Let's get up in the cab and take a look. Wow, everything is in pretty much great condition in here. I'm surprised like the mice haven't torn it up. This is pretty crazy. It does not smell the greatest in here, I'll tell you that, but I mean, you know, it's been sitting for 30 years, so I'm not really surprised. But this is a nice tractor. Honestly, we could honestly use this on our farm if we ever wanted to for other applications and stuff. Definitely could use it for haying and stuff. We'll have to come back later and see if this starts up or not. I'm not going to crank it over now. The key is actually in there, but I'm not going to mess with any of that stuff now. I'm assuming it's probably going to need to be jumped if the battery even works, because I kind of doubt the battery will even work, because if it's been sitting in here since the 90s, I'm kind of about that, but looks like we got a New Holland hay bine here. This looks like it's in decent condition. I mean, definitely seen its fair share of use. Paint is pretty well faded and it's a lot of paint chips, but I'm sure with a little bit of fixing, this thing will turn right on. Not really much to this machine, unless, you know, maybe like a mouse or something got into these wires, but that's really the only thing I can see being wrong with that. Let's see. So there's a disc right there that looks pretty screwed up. Oh, what do I see back here? Okay, so first we got like a John Deere planter here. I believe that's a 6-row John Deere 7000. So that's fairly new. That's like probably the newest thing they got in this farm. It's probably from the 90s here. Then look at this. I believe that's a Ford F100. Look at this thing. I doubt this thing will start because it's been sitting out for who knows how long. Same with this John Deere. That does not look like it's in good condition at all, but what is this? A John Deere 60. Wow, let's get on this thing and take a look at it. Yeah, so it's definitely probably not going to start. This key's not even over here. Not really sure where it's at, to be honest. We did get the keys to most of these vehicles because they did take out some of them. The International was one that they kept just left in the vehicle. I got the keys for this Ford here, and I believe another piece of John Deere equipment. I don't know what a piece of equipment it is, though, because it just has a John Deere symbol on the key. So I don't know if there's more or if it's the key to that combine over there, but we'll have to maybe check. But this is a Ford F100 here. Let me see if I can get this door open. It's not budging. I think this door is locked here, but I don't think there's anything getting into this truck. We're probably going to have to tow it out of here and mess with that. We could definitely do like a restoration job on that. That'd be a very nice truck to have around. Looks like we got 2 old Kilbros carts. Not really much value here in these things. I mean, they don't go for a lot, probably like $5 grand each, maybe if that. So we'll probably just end up selling these for scrap, if anything. But here is a John Deere. Let's see. It's an older John Deere. It's a very small disc. It's a 630. That's what it is. We'll probably just sell that online. I don't know. I mean, everything looks fine on it. There's really not much to the disc, it looks like. Here's what I'm kind of concerned about. This is a very interesting looking combine, a John Deere 4420. Can't say that I've seen too many of these before. John Deere 4420 diesel. I believe it's a turbo. Okay, so this is like a variation of like the turbos. This is like I believe the smallest one you can get. Looks like there's a 443 corn head. I believe it's folded up though. That's why it looks like that. The older corn head's folded. Very interesting. Looks like we got the bean head right here. John Deere 215. That's an old bean head. That's got the old flaps there, the yellow flaps. I can't say I've seen one of those in a while. There's some more stuff. Ooh, what do I see there? All right. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's get up in the cab and take a look at this thing. Oh, I'm not liking that the door's open on this. Okay, so it smells like absolute crap in here. There's all sorts of stuff on the floor here. This thing is definitely not going to start. I think the engine bay is open there too. Yeah, this is probably a loss in my opinion. Yeah, the door got like ripped off here. You can see right into the combine there. But there is pretty much this combine here. Very small combine. Don't believe they used it for much. And for context, basically, this was a probably a couple generation farm here. They did like, I think it was beef cows. I think they did beef cows for a while. Probably around 30 head, 40 head, something like that. They used to run Black Angus. And what happened was, which is the story of most farms around here, is Grandpa died, didn't want to take, or nobody wanted to take over the farm, so it just fell into the hands of the kids, and they just ended up selling it after so long. They let it sit. They were going to sell it originally back in, I think, 98, but no one really ever got around to selling it until around now. But let's keep getting through here. Let's see what else we got here. So I believe this is an International Harvester. I could be wrong. Nope, that's an IH there. Looks like an old cedar of some sort. Not much to really see with it. Take off the little thing here. Got the chain. It's another International Harvester. I believe this is... We actually used to have one of these. I think this is a Vibershank. This is just a small little field cultivator. Not worth a lot. Could use it on our farm maybe. Could run another tractor on it. And then, I don't know what this is. A Mintil 1500. 1500. Is it like an internet? No, it's not international because it's orange. Maybe it's an Alice Chalmers. I didn't know Alice made cultivators. Well, I think this is an internet, or not internet, sorry. I don't know why I said that. An Alice Chalmers. That is something I've never seen before, but it looks like it's like a chisel plow. That's a pretty decent size for a chisel plow. Probably sell it. Then looks like, what do we got here? A John Deere 4440. Wow. This is a very nice piece of equipment right here. You've seen our 4440, but it looks like this is like their workhorse. Oh, there we go. We got a better view here. Looks like you got the aux tank, extra fuel on the front there. And it's also got I don't think I've ever seen a 4440 like this before, but they got the front plastic fenders on it. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. Let's see if I can't move this bush and get in the cab here. Alright, we're in the cab here. This seat is absolutely torn to shreds, looks like, by the mice. I believe it's a quad range. I could be wrong. Not really sure what the... Yes, so I was right. I just looked up on my phone there. This is a quad range, so this is a pretty nice little tractor here. Honestly, I don't even care how screwed up this tractor is. I would like to fix this up, because, I mean, it's even got, like, the flashers on it here. That'd be kind of useful. Could tear them off and put them on another tractor if we actually wanted to here. But there's that. I'm not sure if there's more. I think that might be it. Is there something here? No. I think this is an old like animal building there. But that combine looks really nice though. But it is very well messed up for sure. I believe that does it for all the equipment on this farm. There could be some more stuff hiding. But let's get our truck here and let's see if we can't hook our battery up to this. Actually, no. First, let's try and see if the 1086 even starts up, because we might get lucky and it might start up. I have very, very low hopes, but you never know what can happen. Alright, let's put the key in and let's try giving it a go. It will not even start. Okay. It won't even turn over. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to need to go get our truck. So, I'll be back with you guys here in a second. Alrighty, so I took the hood off of the tractor to kind of get a look at the engine, and it is pretty well, I would say, screwed up, per se. We're gonna try cranking it over. I don't really know if this thing's going to go. It does not look great for us, so we're gonna try. I'm gonna get the jumpers hooked up to the battery on the truck here, and we're gonna crank it over. Alrighty, I got the jumpers hooked up here. Let's get in the cab. Just gonna open this door. Alright, let's see if we can't get her started up here. I did put some diesel in too. I don't know if there was diesel in here before, so that might be a problem too, because diesel can go bad over time, as everyone knows. Well, let's give her a crank. Okay, so it turns over now. That's a plus. I'm getting closer, I think. Just got to get the diesel to the engine. And there we go. So it actually started up. I can't believe this thing started up after how many years it's been sitting. I mean, this is probably the one thing I kind of expected to start up out of everything. So I guess I'm not super surprised, as it's been sitting in the shed for so long. And not been out in the elements like the combine and that 4440. I don't have high hopes for. We're not even going to try those. We might try that Ford, though. I doubt it'll work. But the 1086 does work. We could honestly fix it up and sell it on Tractor House, eBay, I don't know, somewhere. Because, I mean, there's definitely going to be someone out there that does want a 1086 that can run. But it's probably best that we fix it up, given a new battery and all that. Because I bet you 100% that this battery is cooked. So, that'll be kind of something we need to do. Let's get in here and let's shut it off. Don't really want to run it too much, because you don't know what else could be wrong with it. Could start a fire, you know, there could be like shoot up wires, you never know what's wrong. I'm surprised none of these. Is that window? No, the window's not open. I thought it was open for a minute. I'm gonna get the hood put back on this thing, and we'll probably be back to collect this sometime. Probably not today, but we'll definitely be getting that. Let's hop back in the truck here and pull out of the shed. Back her up. Here we go. One last thing I do want to try is this truck over here. I would like to see if I can get into it and jump it. So we're gonna pull this thing up right about here. There we go. I do have a gas tank too with me, so I'm gonna fill it up with some gas and see if we can't start it up. Alrighty, and let's hop in here. So the driver's side was open. Barely got in. Had to like open it up just enough so I can get in here, but the cab actually looks pretty nice in here. It's definitely got its fair share of dust and stuff everywhere, but I think kind of the better thing too is we do live in the north, so it's not too hot in the summers and stuff, so it doesn't really, nothing really gets too destroyed. But the rust definitely is pretty bad in this back end here, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna be on this truck. Let's try and crank her over here. I do have the jumpers connected. It's probably gonna take a couple cranks for it to get started, get gas to the engine, because it's been a while since I'm sure this thing has ran. Let's crank it over here. Okay, so first try did not crank. Second try did not crank. I think we might have got it, boys. Now I wonder if the drive works on this. Somehow we got this thing started. I don't know how we did. I was not expecting that, but let's see. All right, I'm gonna try and get out. I'm gonna pull the truck back, and I'll be with you guys here in a second. We're gonna try and see if we can't pull this thing out. All right, we're gonna pull forward here. One thing I did notice though is that all 4 tires on this truck are flat, so it's definitely gonna need new tires. Take it slowly out of here. So the drive works. We know that. I don't think the brakes work though, because it doesn't want to stop after you start driving it. There we go. I guess you just gotta let it roll. Let's get out and take a look at this thing though. Wow, that is a beautiful truck. I believe, looks like there's like a, I think, is that a plow mount? I'm not sure. Maybe that's just how the Fords are built. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not a Ford enthusiast. Don't know these things. This thing is very dirty. Needs a wash. But I do like the two-tone colors on it. It's like an old grandpa rig. You got the old grandpa steps there. I believe that's gonna do it for today's video, everybody. More of a shorter video here. It's kind of fun little farm that we got here. I guess not really fun for the people that used to farm it, since they're not with us anymore, I guess you could say. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Expect more videos here. Probably gonna be going on to Farm Sim 25. I might create another Farm Sim 22 video. All depends on how I'm feeling. This series is going to be around, so if we do get bored of Farm Sim 25 after it first comes out, we can come back to some modded FS22, I guess you could say. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and come visit us again. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.